Whoever the young commander hits with his arrow today shall become the young commander's wife. In my previous life, Gu Linchuan hit 2 flowers with 1 shot. One was a green lotus, representing Jiang Xinyue from the Jiang family, the other was a pink lotus, representing me, a daughter of the Cui family. Jiang Xinyue and I married into the Gu mansion on the same day. I was the mistress of the house, and Jiang Xinyue was the second wife. After the wedding, Gu Linchuan gave all his love to Jiang Xinyue. The Gu family mistress position was only given to you because Xinyue has suffered so many grievances. Since you already have the status, you shouldn't fight with her over anything else. I held the title of mistress, managing all the household affairs, until I fell into a deep depression and fell ill. If you didn't love me, why did you marry me in the first place? The one I intended to hit from the beginning was Xinyue's green lotus, but you intentionally placed your flower next to Xinyue's, making me hit the wrong one. Because of your Cui family's influence, I was forced to marry you. Now that you're dead, it's for the best. Xinyue and I can finally be together as a couple for a lifetime. I have been reborn. Great shooting, young commander. Whose flower is that green lotus? It must surely belong to the young lady of the Cui family. He and the young lady of the Cui family were childhood sweethearts. Both families looked forward to their union. Besides the young lady of the Cui family, who else would the young commander ever favor? Are you jealous? If you are jealous, you could always ask the young commander to take you into the mansion. Being a second wife is also an option. Forget it. The young commander and Miss Cui are so deeply in love. How could he take a second wife? Stop talking nonsense. Congratulations. You are about to become the young mistress of the Gu mansion. Ruyan, come here. Don't be shy, Miss Cui. The young commander hit your flower. This is truly destiny. Madam Gu, please look closely. That green lotus was not the flower I placed. I wonder which young lady has the good fortune to be chosen by the young commander? If it isn't Miss Cui's, then whose flower is it? Madam Gu, that green lotus belongs to Xinyue. This young lady looks a bit unfamiliar. Which family is she from? Madam Gu, my husband just transferred to the provincial government office. We haven't been in Nanpu for long. Xinyue is the eldest daughter of our Jiang family. She doesn't go out very often, so it's normal that you don't know her, Madam Gu. Mother, Xinyue is dignified and virtuous. My son likes her very much. This flower shooting tradition, it often has margins of error. Isn't it too rash to decide everything in one go? Perhaps ask each young lady to paint a picture, and whoever has the best painting will be the winner. Then we can see the final result. Everyone knows Miss Cui's painting skills are unparalleled. This is clearly paving the way for Miss Cui. It seems that in Madame Gu's heart, the candidate for daughter-in-law is none other than Miss Cui. Madame Gu, this time the young commander is choosing a mistress. And the choice was already set by the flower he hit. Since it was destiny that he hit Miss Zhang's flower, to disregard it now would be unfair to Miss Zhang. Miss Cui is quite anxious, isn't she? Mother, this is destiny ordained by heaven. I have decided that Xinyue will be my wife. There is no need for another selection. Ruyan, you know you are my favorite. Mother, I have always treated Miss Cui as my own sister. I have never thought of taking her as my wife. The young commander is always blunt. Miss Cui, don't take his words to heart. If Miss Cui really likes the young commander, after we marry, I will convince him to take you into the mansion as well. It would be nice for us sisters to live together. A mere nobody who just moved into the city. A daughter born to a concubine, daring to suggest that the legitimate daughter of the Cui family should enter as a second wife. Living beneath her? Who does she think she is? Humph. Shut up, Xingyue. Stop talking nonsense. Miss Cui, Xingyue is simple-minded. She doesn't know anything. Just consider her young. Please forgive her for speaking without thinking. Miss Jiang is older than me. If you always use not knowing better as an excuse, once you enter the Gu mansion, I fear you will cause the young commander a lot of trouble. The Gu mansion is full of prominent figures. What kind of hostess could speak so recklessly? If this were to get out, others would only laugh at the Gu family for failing to educate their people. After all, among the high-ranking families in Nanpu, whose grandmother would ever be so reckless and thoughtless? Acting so arbitrarily? Wouldn't that make people laugh? In the Gu mansion, if you don't know the rules, you become a laughingstock. Young commander. I know I just arrived in Nanpu and don't know anything. But is Miss Cui, as a young lady from a prestigious family, being this harsh considered knowing the rules? Miss Jiang, you probably don't know. But young ladies from prominent families are trained by tutors before marriage. What I just said, compared to my school's dean, was already extremely gentle. If she were to meet a strict tutor, wouldn't Miss Jiang be crying her eyes out? Enough. Lin Chuan, then do as you wish. But I will say this up front. The mistress of the Gu family must be well educated and sensible. Otherwise, if she can't even maintain basic decorum, even if she enters the house, I will not recognize her. You and I were childhood sweethearts. Both families were optimistic about our marriage. I once thought I would marry you. But then I met Xingyue. You don't know this. The moment I saw Xingyue, I realized that what we had before wasn't love. The moment I saw her, I finally understood that she is the woman I want to marry in this lifetime. He spoke with such passion. Yet my blood ran cold as I listened. The loneliness of spending every night in an empty room in my past life. His cold indifference toward me in favor of Jiang Xingyue. His cruelty toward me. And his sense of relief the moment I died. All of that makes me want to avoid both of them at all costs in this life. In this life, I will definitely grant them their wish. Let them stay tied to each other and become the perfect couple they long to be. What did the young commander just say? My parents have never mentioned any intention of a union with the Gu family. Besides, my mother has already arranged a marriage for me. And the engagement will likely be finalized soon. If there has been any misunderstanding on the young commander's part, then I apologize here and now. Ruyan, don't be impulsive. You are the eldest daughter of the Cui family. If you are willing, after Xingyue enters the mansion, I will take you in as a second wife. You can help her manage the mansion's affairs. She doesn't know anything. She only holds the title. Everything else in the mansion will be managed by you. No one will look down on you in the slightest. I will make the servants in the mansion address you as madam. So you won't be disrespected for being a second wife. Ruyan. The three of us can live in harmony. I already have an engagement, and I have nothing further to do with the young commander. Please show some self-respect, young commander. I know you were humiliated today, and have anger in your heart. I will personally pay a visit to apologize. Don't get sick from the anger. Ruyan. You should know that for someone of my status, having a second wife is normal. Isn't it? Even if you are the eldest daughter of the Cui family. Is it because you come from a highborn family that you aren't allowed to have a husband take a second wife? I have wronged you today. But the position of the young commander's wife, I have promised to Xingyue. Whatever compensation you want, I will agree to it. I can guarantee you right now that the betrothal gift I give you will not be a single bit less than that of the young commander's wife. What did the young commander say? My parents have never mentioned any intention of a union with the Gu family. Besides, my mother has already arranged a marriage for me, and the engagement will likely be finalized soon. How dare you speak so boldly? Young commander. Now that you have an engagement, you should keep your distance from Ruyan. Do you want your reputation to be ruined, Daji? Ruyan's reputation cannot be tarnished by anyone, even in the slightest. Madam, Lin Chuan only wanted to have a word with Ruyan. Today's events were my fault. Once I have prepared the betrothal gifts, I will give Ruyan the respect she deserves, and bring her into the mansion in a grand 8-bearer sedan chair. Our Cui family's daughter will never be someone's second wife, nor will she share a husband with another woman. What exactly has Gu Linchuan gone crazy over? In his past life, he loved Jiang Xingyue so much, treating me with coldness in every way, until I died in sorrow. In this life, his deep affection remains unchanged. But this time, I don't intend to stand between them as an obstacle. Why must he insist on entangling himself with me? The marriage between Gu Linchuan and Jiang Xingyue is now known to the whole city. The Jiang family finally climbed up to a high status. How could they possibly keep a low profile? We married into the Gu mansion, and Madame Gu does not care for the Jiang family. But Gu Linchuan is bewitched and insists on marrying her, making her feel as uncomfortable as if she had swallowed a fly. The betrothal gift doesn't need to be too precious, based on the Jiang family's background and wealth, so they won't say our noble mansion is bullying others. How much dowry can her family give? I can't give a betrothal gift of 10,000 silver dollars, only for them to provide a dowry of 1,000 silver dollars. That would be mismatched, and would cause the woman's family to lose face. Therefore, the betrothal gift must match our status and family standing. Yes. How can the Grand Gu Mansion give such a betrothal gift? It's not even as good as an average middle-class family. Is this how one marries a formal wife? It's more like casually arranging for a concubine. People say, you can tell by the betrothal gift how satisfied the husband's family is. A formal wife's worth usually involves dozens of crates of dowry. It seems Madame Gu is not satisfied with this daughter-in-law. Ha ha ha. They can afford to give, and she can afford to receive. You can't just take the betrothal gift without being able to provide a corresponding dowry. What is this supposed to be? Selling their daughter? The Jiang family cannot afford to lose that much face. Didn't you say the young commander insisted on marrying only you? That he is infatuated with you? He only gave these scraps. It would be better to marry you off to a merchant in the south as a secondary wife. They are willing to offer a betrothal gift of 50,000 silver dollars. When I arrived, I heard that the eldest daughter of the Cui family was also holding an engagement today. Do you think the young commander might be planning to marry two ladies at the same time? It's not impossible. Look, all the people sent here to deliver the gifts are just stewards. Neither Madame Gu nor the young commander came personally. I heard. Someone saw the Gu family's car heading in the direction of the Cui mansion. Impossible. Lin Chuan wouldn't jilt me to marry Cui Ruyan. Quickly, go chase him and bring him back. The Jiang family cannot afford to lose this much face. My God. What a grand display. The Cui family is a long-standing, prestigious family in Nanpu after all. Naturally, one must be cautious when asking to marry the eldest daughter of the Cui family. Gu Linchuan. Since you are here to offer betrothal gifts for me today, why did you simultaneously send gifts to Cui Ruyan? Xingyue, what are you going on about? Crazy? Who said I sent gifts to Ruyan? You said you would take care of me for the rest of your life. Said you liked the way I was. Not bound by the rules like those high-born young ladies in Nanpu. And you coaxed me into giving myself to you. Now that I am pregnant. Why are you doing this to me? I haven't even entered your house yet. How could you dare to send another set of betrothal gifts? You gave the Jiang family a dozen crates of gifts. But you gave Ruyan 99 crates. Where does that leave me? My God, the Jiang family's daughter is actually pregnant out of wedlock. How times have changed. The young commander actually committed such a scandalous act. Shut up. When did I ever offer betrothal gifts to Ruyan? What nonsense are you spouting? You are standing right here. And the betrothal gifts are here too. Do you still refuse to admit it? Are you waiting for us to enter the Gu mansion on the same day? Before you decide to tell the truth? I wonder what about my betrothal gifts has left you both so dissatisfied. Why must you come here to cause a scene on the day I present my gifts? How dare you interrupt my engagement with Miss Cui? So, the 99 crates of betrothal gifts were not a mistake at all. I believe Miss Jiang has misunderstood. Why aren't you holding your wedding in your own home? Instead of coming to someone else's doorstep to cause trouble? No, isn't Lin Chuan supposed to be marrying Miss Cui? Ruyan, are you truly going to marry someone else? Who I get engaged to has nothing to do with young Commander Gu. I clearly said, once Xingyue marries in, I would come to pay my respects and welcome you into the mansion. But I never promised you that. And I never agreed to marry you. If you don't marry me, who else could you marry? You and I are childhood sweethearts. Just because of a flower, you are going to throw such a tantrum? Are you feigning an engagement with someone else just to make me anxious? Using this method to satisfy your own vanity? Young Commander Gu, do you have a marriage contract with her? We are in love with each other. Our families both know we are to be wed. What need is there for a contract? If your families both know you are to be wed, why then, when you chose a wife, did you choose someone else? Could it be that I remembered it wrong? After the high-profile wife selection ceremony recently, who isn't aware of the young commander's infatuation with Miss Jiang? He would rather defy his own mother to bring her into the mansion. No formal documents, no official engagement. Just by relying on your words, you expect to be accepted? My union with Miss Cui is backed by our parents' wishes, and arranged by matchmakers. I am here to welcome her with the proper rites, following ancient traditions. The bond between our families is not something you can simply erase with a few betrothal gifts. If young Commander Gu feels aggrieved, perhaps you should produce evidence to show if anyone actually stole your engagement. Young Commander Gu, isn't today the day the Gu Mansion presents betrothal gifts to Miss Jiang? Why are both of you, the betrothed couple, here at the Cui Mansion? Is it that you don't show up for your own engagement banquet, but come to others' homes to cause chaos? He is still dreaming, wanting to marry a lady as his main wife, while also expecting the Cui daughter to be his second wife. Has he gone mad? He hasn't gone mad. He is simply certain that because of our years as childhood sweethearts, I could never bear to give him up. But he is wrong. In this life, I will stay far away from him, and I will never have any connection with him again. Ha ha ha. The young commander's mother sent men to tell you to go back, saying if you keep losing your temper, what is left of the Gu Mansion's dignity? Young commander, be careful, she is very angry. And at that point, no one will be able to protect Miss Jiang. Ruyan, how can you be so heartless? You clearly love me. Just because I am going to marry Xingyue, must you spite me by marrying someone else? Will someone stop the young commander and send him back to the Gu Mansion? Take him back and tell the matriarch Gu, if she cannot manage him properly, I do not mind helping her handle it. Lin Chuan, wait for me. It is humiliating. He has completely disgraced the Gu family name. Take him to the ancestral hall and make him kneel. To be so shameless and act in such a disjointed manner. How can he be fit for the position of young commander? Don't spread rumors when you return. Just tell the mistress that the Gu and Jiang families will likely have to change their wedding date. I heard it with my own ears at the Cui doorstep. Miss Jiang is pregnant. This can no longer be hidden. Don't ask. She hasn't even entered the Gu Mansion yet. And the commander's expression was grim. Go and find out exactly how far along Jiang Xingyue is in her pregnancy. Madam, the crowds outside have dispersed. And young Commander Gu and Miss Jiang have also left. As long as they are gone, the Cui family treated their guests with courtesy today. There is no need for us to cover up someone else's scandal. After tonight, if the Gu Mansion still tries to play games, the high society of Nanpu will not stand for it. That is a matter for the Gu and Jiang families. The Chui family only needs to look after its own gates. What happened? Why is it so chaotic in the city? Matriarch Gu, something has happened. Today at the betrothal ceremony, the red silks lined the entire street. Jiang Xinyue went as well, first acting as if it were the betrothal gift from the Gu mansion, and then publicly declaring she was pregnant. She said it herself, many guests heard it. The young commander was there too, initially trying to speak to the eldest Miss Chui, but later reports say the Gu commander chased her to the Chui mansion for the engagement, only to be blocked by Pei Jing. The news of Miss Zhang's pregnancy has spread across the city. Check on the Jiang family side. Matriarch Gu, the Jiang family is in turmoil too. Has she lost her mind? She isn't even in the Gu mansion yet, and she made her pregnancy known to everyone. The Jiang family's face has been dragged through the mud. The Gu mansion already looked down on my background. If the Chui family backs out, what will happen to me and the child? Xinyue is so reckless. I really have no choice now, since the child is the young commander's. The Jiang family absolutely cannot back down now. You better pray that the Gu mansion still acknowledges this child. Otherwise, you have not only ruined yourself, but also the entire Jiang family. Ruyan. How could Ruyan agree to marry someone else? I am going to the Chui mansion to propose. She grew up with me from a young age. She knows I will eventually marry her. You are going to humiliate yourself even more? It was just a small grievance to make her yield. Letting Xinyue enter first was just for convenience. She must be angry with me. I will go and apologize to her. I will have them marry on the same day. She will definitely choose me, instead of that naive Pei Jing. Get a hold of yourself. Chui Ruyan has already been formally engaged to Pei Jing today. With Yi Jingyi serving as a witness, the Chui family has closed their doors to visitors. Do you really think that with just one word, Chui Ruyan will come running back to you? Pei Jing presented 99 crates of gifts to the Chui mansion, with Yi Jingyi witnessing it, and the Chui family accepted them. If you go make a scene, you are disgracing the Pei family, Yi Jingyi, and the face of all of Nanpu's elite. Mother, I never intended not to marry Chui Ruyan. You never intended not to marry her? Then whose child is in Jiang Xinyue's belly? You shot her green lotus at the garden party and acknowledged her in public. Now you want to pretend nothing happened? That was an accident. Face the truth. Chui Ruyan is no longer someone you can touch. The Chui family has money, and Pei Jing has soldiers. Jiang Xinyue's wedding could have waited a bit longer, waiting for her pregnancy to show, or waiting for the Jiang family to bring the child, to cause a scene at the Gu mansion doors. A month, at most a month, get her into the house. A month? The outsiders will talk about the hasty gifts. Now you are concerned about reputation? If Chui Ruyan were to marry in, the Gu mansion would naturally put on a grand display. Jiang Xinyue is pregnant with a Gu child. She is qualified to enter through the front door. She is with me, after all. That is why I am letting you marry her. Send someone to the Jiang family tonight. The wedding date is moved up to within a month, the earliest auspicious day. If the Jiang family asks why, say it is out of consideration for Miss Zhang's condition. Send the invitations and gifts from the old ledger. Don't make it extravagant. You go tonight to keep Jiang Xinyue stable. Tell her to shut her mouth and wait to be married. If she cries out in public again, don't blame me for not protecting the child in her womb. If you are going to protect her, manage her well. Also, from tonight on, if you step foot into the Chui mansion one more time, the Gu mansion will not clean up your mess, and your father will no longer tolerate your nonsense. Matriarch Gu's message: the wedding is moved up to within a month. On the nearest auspicious day. Miss Zhang's condition shouldn't be prolonged. The Jiang family should prepare for the wedding. Since it is Matriarch Gu's wish, the Jiang family will naturally comply. You heard it, a month. You better not make any more mistakes. The Jiang family is already being held over the fire. If this engagement slips up, who can protect you? I understand. Madam. 16 old chests. 6 bolts of silk. For items of gold jewelry. Record them all according to the old ledger. The Jiang family just wants to get her into the house. The Gu mansion will give that to them. Getting her in, nothing more needs to be given. Matriarch Gu says, now that the engagement is settled, and everyone knows Miss Zhang's condition shouldn't wait. To maintain the dignity of both families, the wedding will not be delayed for half a year. It will be held in a month, so ask the Jiang family to prepare early. A month? The Gu mansion is a prominent family. Why are they taking her in so hastily? Matriarch Gu knows it is rushed, which is why she ordered me to explain clearly. But considering Miss Zhang's current situation, if we wait another half a year, I fear it would be even more inappropriate. Since Matriarch Gu has made arrangements, the Jiang family has no objections. Jiang Qingyu. Isn't there enough gossip in Nanpu already? If this continues, do you want everyone to know what happened to the Jiang family? Since that is the case, the Jiang family will comply. There is one more thing. Matriarch Gu asked me to make it clear. Even though the wedding date is moved up, the betrothal gifts will follow the original list. 16 old chests. 6 bolts of silk. A pair of gold bracelets, 1 gold hairpin, a set of silver teaware, and various ornaments. They will be delivered to the Jiang family tomorrow. Stick to the original list. The young commander of the Gu mansion marrying. He is only taking these things? The list is finalized. We will follow the list. Are you really going to let her marry like this? What will people think of the Jiang family? People are already watching the Jiang family. Just get the wedding done. And don't let anyone find more fault. Mother, Lin Chuan would not treat me like this. He is only being pressured by Matriarch Gu. Once I enter the house. Once you enter. Do you think that once you are inside the Gu mansion, you can ask Shen Huilan to compensate you for the grand display Chui Ruyan received? You had the nerve to shout in front of the Chui mansion, forcing the Gu family to marry you early. How come you have no nerve to force her to give more gifts? I did it to marry Lin Chuan and join the Gu family. Now I am cleaning up after you. It's a joke, the Gu mansion sending us these old things. In the end, it is the Jiang family's face that looks ugly. Enough. We cannot count on the betrothal gifts, but we can't let the dowry be a joke either. 1 month. Where can the Jiang family scrape together a decent dowry? Since you forced the wedding date to 1 month away, your dowry should also be calculated carefully. "16 old chests, 6 bolts of silk, a pair of shabby gold bracelets, 1 gold hairpin, a set of silver teaware, various ornaments, a few things. The Gu mansion didn't even bother to list them clearly, fearing it would be even more embarrassing if they did. Mother, the Gu family's hasty preparations naturally have some shortcomings. Lin Chuan's feelings for me are genuine. Once I enter the house and become the young commander's wife, the matriarch will surely consider our face and supplement the gifts. You are still dreaming. If the Gu family truly cared about face, they wouldn't have sent this list to the Jiang family today. 10 or so old wooden chests, a few bolts of old silk, and some outdated gold ornaments. This is clearly telling the Jiang family, consider it a favor that you're being allowed in. Don't even mention a grand display, but I am carrying the Gu family's child. Which is the only reason they are marrying you, and precisely because this child was already brought up by your own shouting. In front of the Cui mansion, the Jiang family lost any leverage to negotiate with the Gu mansion. You managed to force the Gu family to move the wedding up by 5 months to a month from now. That's all you're getting. Ask for anything more. Does the Jiang family dare to cause a scene? Does the Gu family dare say they won't marry you? Do you, Jiang Qingyu, do you dare? Mother, if the dowry is too meager, the Gu family will look down on me, and people outside will laugh. People outside the Jiang family are already laughing. What does mother want to do then? The dowry cannot be empty. The visible dowry must be put on display. Don't let people see empty trunks. Pick 2 chests of silk, choose 2 sets of decent furniture, and for jewelry, use some silver to handle it according to the rules. Otherwise, what? Should we take the family's secret savings to cover for the Gu mansion's shame? They are using old junk to brush off the Jiang family. And the Jiang family still has to add their own good things to save face for them? I am a daughter of the Jiang family. You are a daughter born from a concubine. The Jiang family giving you a decent exit is already not a loss. The things you keep at the bottom of your trunk should be reserved for the Jiang family's future, not to fill the holes of the Gu family. Lin Chuan promised to let me enter the house with great glory. Then go ask Gu Lin Chuan whether he wants glory, or if he just wants you and the child in your womb. Miss, the gatekeeper said every family has received them today. Without naming names, it's enough to keep them laughing for a whole day. What, spring flowers unfading or Cui red makeup? Isn't it just the wedding date rushed from 6 months to 1? Ha ha ha, rushing so fast. Perhaps it's not because the auspicious day was chosen well, but because the life in the womb couldn't wait. That day at the Cui mansion was a proper marriage proposal, 99 bolts of red silk. The gifts lined up from the gate to the courtyard. The chests were opened, each with a written marriage contract. It's a pity someone chose the wrong person. Some red silk is for a betrothal. Some are just trunks. It's nothing but a cover for shame. Ha ha ha, the Gu mansion is still the Gu mansion. On the surface, they still maintain some dignity. If they truly wanted dignity, the Gu family would marry a proper wife. Why send only a dozen old trunks? The Jiang family is new to Nanpu. Sending a daughter from a concubine to climb up to the Gu family was supposed to be a happy event. Who knew that before even entering the house, both families would be disgraced? I heard the Gu mansion isn't accepting invitations lately. It's not that they aren't accepting. It's that people are cautious about sending them. Who wants to discuss the wedding gifts at a banquet? The gossip about Shen Huilan. Haha, the day Pei Jing sent the gifts to Cui Ruyan. Yi Jingyi even came out to add to the dowry. The marriage contract was clear and written out. The newspapers for the Gu and Jiang families don't name names, but the whole city knows who they are talking about. If the Gu mansion isn't guilty, why rush to suppress the news? Ha ha ha. What is it? Madam, the newspapers today. What they wrote isn't very pleasant. From now on, such things are not to be brought into the inner courtyard. Whoever dares to gossip in the mansion, have them kicked out immediately. Yes, the gatekeeper has been ordered. If anyone outside asks about the wedding, just say everything is being handled according to custom. Jiang Xingyue is already the young mistress of the Gu family. No one is to mention the day at the Chui mansion again. People in Nanpu don't dare to laugh at the Gu mansion. They just don't laugh openly. Have Jiang Xingyue come over to learn the rules before the wedding. The Gu family's threshold cannot be stood upon just because one is pregnant. Do you know how people outside are discussing the Gu mansion right now? Why take those rumors seriously? In the past, whenever these people saw me, they all greeted me with a smile. Now the invitations are fewer, the greetings colder, and they don't even care to talk. Who will pick up the face of the Gu family for you? The matter is done, and the wedding is moved up. Jiang Xingyue has suffered enough grievances. Why does mother have to keep pushing her? She has grievances? The Gu mansion moved the wedding from 6 months away to 1 month away for her. She hasn't even entered the house yet, and the whole city knows. She has the Gu family's child in her belly. If she still doesn't understand the rules, once she marries in, is she going to turn the Gu mansion into a tea house theater? That day was an accident. You making a scene at the Chui mansion gate was an accident? Jiang Xingyue crying at the Chui mansion gate was an accident? Pei Jing bringing 99 betrothal gifts, standing there to let the people of Nanpu see clearly how Cui Ruyan was courted, was also an accident. You are still thinking about Cui Ruyan even now. He wasn't like this before. How was he before? It has nothing to do with you now. The Cui family accepted the betrothal gifts. Yi Jingyi witnessed it, and the documents were all in the open. Cui Ruyan is an engaged, unmarried wife. Not someone you can see just because you want to. Nor someone you can stop just because you want to. Pei Jing is just relying on his power. You pushed the Cui family away yourself. And then dragged Jiang Xingyue to make a scene that the whole city knows about. Pei Jing made a legitimate betrothal proposal. How did he rely on your power? If you dare to go make a scene at the Cui mansion again, the Cui family will not give you any face. People from the Jiang family are here, saying Miss Jiang isn't feeling well, crying incessantly, and wanting to see the young commander. I'm going to take a look. Stop. She is carrying a child. So she should know even more. That she is someone about to enter the Gu family. What is she crying about? They say the Jiang family read the dowry list again. And the betrothal gifts sent by the Gu mansion were criticized as meager. Miss Jiang feels that before she has even married in, she is already being gossiped about by both sides. I will go listen to what she has to say myself. What are you going to say? Are you going to say I was the one who suppressed the gifts? Say that Su Manhua refused to add more? Or just that as long as she cries, you can open the Gu family storeroom for her? I can at least console her. Starting today, you stay in the main house. How the wedding ceremony is conducted. How the Gu family treats guests. Where the young mistress should sit after entering. And whom she should meet, look at each point clearly. If Jiang Xingyue doesn't understand, do you not understand either? Mother, are you treating her like an outsider? I am cleaning up your mess. If you can't give Jiang Xingyue the dignity that Cui Ruyan had, don't promise her displays she shouldn't have. And don't use the Gu family's face to coax a woman. Go back to Miss Jiang and say the young commander has to study wedding etiquette today. He'll go later. And tell her, if she wants to be the Gu family's young mistress, crying is useless. Stop. What is the Gu mansion fussing about again? Gu Linchuan. Come to the study. Look. These newspapers only know how to capitalize on rumors. Capitalize on rumors? Didn't the incident at the Chui mansion happen? Didn't Jiang Xingyue speak about the betrothal in public? Didn't Pei Jing, in front of everyone, rub the Gu mansion's face in the dirt? If you had followed the rules that day, what could Pei Jing have used to suppress you? What could the Chui family have used to close their doors to you? What could the newspapers have used to whip the Gu family? I just wanted to find out clearly, is Chui Ruiyan's engagement real or fake? What he was to me in the past, what does the past matter? You chose Jiang Xingyue at the garden party. And you got Jiang Xingyue pregnant. If you go ask again, it is dragging the Gu mansion into the Chui Pei engagement. Letting people say the Gu family's young commander has no shame. Father, I didn't want to ruin his reputation, I didn't. It's not up to you to decide. It's about how people outside see it. The Gu mansion isn't what it used to be these years. And it cannot afford for you to squander it like this. Pei Jing is not someone who relies on underhanded tricks. The military government values his position as commander of the Nanpu garrison, which is no mere decoration. What do you have to clash head-on with him? The Jiang family's situation is the same. Jiang Qingyu is just a division chief. The Jiang family has shallow roots. But Jiang Xingyue is pregnant with the Gu family's child. If you keep letting Jiang Xingyue make scenes outside, the Gu family will be disgraced to marry her, and even more disgraced not to. The wedding date has already been moved up. Moving it up is not the end of the matter. The wedding must be finished. The guests must be kept in check, and the mouths of the newspapers must be plugged. As the young commander of the Gu family, clean up the mess you started yourself first. What does father want me to do? First, before the wedding, you must not go to the Chui mansion. Second, do not send anyone to inquire about Chui Ruiyan, do not block the Chui family's car, and do not give the newspapers any more bait. Third, you will personally oversee the wedding etiquette and the banquet. Not a single thing is allowed to go wrong. When Jiang Xingyue enters the house, you will handle this young mistress's status properly, and give the Gu mansion a proper answer first. What if Chui Ruiyan was truly tricked by the Pei family? Who values her? And who is marrying her? Has nothing to do with you. Yes, father. I don't want to be stubborn. If there is another time, I will personally suspend your duties in the military government and keep you at home until the wedding is finished. No more disturbing the Chui mansion before the wedding. No inquiring about Chui Ruiyan. "99 gifts, not one more. Not one less. Look, the origins are written on the back. A set of southern pearl headpieces for the wedding day. A pair of sunset pocket watches for the couple. Suzhou embroidery to be displayed in the bridal chamber. 8 rare herbs for Mrs. Chui's health. Even I have been included. Yi Jingyi's seal is here. Pei Jing's name is here. Your name is here too. The statement in the newspaper is prudent, without a hint of slight. Rui? Mother, I'm fine. A marriage that truly respects someone isn't just about how many chests there are. Chests can be reduced, And they can be scraped together, but the status, etiquette, and boundaries. I understand. If the man sets things out clearly from the start, that is not letting the woman suffer grievances. Don't let these things disturb today's main business. Finish this ledger. Then have them sealed and put into the warehouse. In this life, I am not someone's fallback after weighing options. Nor am I someone's dignity used to patch a hole. Madam, Miss. The wedding invitations from the Gu and Jiang families have been delivered. Madam, take the invitations sent by the Gu and Jiang families. Accept them as is and return a gift list. The Chui mansion is busy with its own big wedding. Miss, don't worry about other people's weddings. From now on, if the Gu or Jiang family send anything again, bring it to me first. Yes. Just show up at the gate. Accepting them is etiquette, not getting close is dignity. Mrs. Chui, Miss Chui. Commander Pei ordered these notices to be delivered to the newspapers. The engagement announcement, to be published tomorrow. Please take a look. If anyone tries to drag Miss Chui into the Gujiang gossip, the Pei family will come forward to clarify, not letting Miss Chui suffer gossip in vain. There are also movements at the newspaper office. Some tabloids want to insinuate against Miss Chui. But Commander Pei has already gone to the office, only allowing them to write that the Gujiang wedding date is set. Whoever messes around again, the Chui family garrison command will personally inquire. Please tell Commander Pei. The Chui family appreciates this gesture. Mrs. Chui, Commander Pei, you came at just the right time. How is the wedding of Gu Linchuan and Jiang Xinyue? That is entirely the business of the Gu and Jiang families. As for the Gu family's wedding drama with Chui Ruyan, I will block them off for her. From now on, if anyone uses the old feelings to stir up the newspapers, one might not be able to control people's mouths, but you can't control people's mouths anyway. Rules can be enforced. The Chui family doesn't need to prove its innocence. The Pei family will clearly define the boundaries. The wedding invitation from the Gu family. If you don't want to go, then don't. I understand. Don't let the drums stop. Get all the greeters at the gate in place. Don't let outsiders see us as a joke. Yes, madam. It's the young commander of the Gu family getting married, Mrs. Wang. Didn't they say the Jiang family was going to prosper? Does she have the Gu family's child in her belly? With a dowry, one can surely enter the house. Mrs. Jiang, I hear Miss Jiang is very fortunate. She already carries the Gu family's heir before even entering the home. Why bring that up on such a happy day? It's just that Madame Gu must value that the most. Only putting on a fake smile to maintain appearances. It's only because she's pregnant that she's rushing to enter. Miss Jiang has arrived just in time. As long as the wedding ceremony is performed, I will be the legitimate young mistress of the Gu family. Those who mock me today will have to smile at me in the future. Slow down, don't disturb the guests in the front hall. Madame Gu said to invite people to rest in the small building first. Don't get distracted, young mistress. There is much to do today, and the visitors coming in and out of the Gu mansion are naturally numerous. Aunt, are you tired from the journey, Yusu? The mansion is busy today. I apologize for the lack of attention. That you are willing to take me in is already a blessing, Aunt. This is my distant niece, Lu Yusu. It's not safe for a young lady to be out on her own, so I brought her here to stay for a while. Greetings, young mistress. If there is anything I can help with in the future, I am willing to share the burdens for you, young mistress. Miss Lu has only just arrived at the Gu mansion today. Yet you already know what burdens you'll be sharing? Xingyue, Yusu is a sensible child. Why must you be so suspicious? If she were just a distant niece, it wouldn't be too late to have her enter the house another day. Why does she have to enter from the backside door? The very day I finish the wedding ceremony? If the guests outside ask, how will the Gu mansion explain it? You are pregnant now. Your health is precious. The Gu mansion's inner residence is large, with many rules. There needs to be someone attentive to help take care of things. Yusu is not an outsider. Let her stay in the small building, and help look after the inner residence. You are the legitimate young mistress. Just focus on your pregnancy. Madame Gu has thought this through. The young mistress is truly blessed. Mother, the guests are all here today. Don't let people laugh at us. Yusu is here because I brought her. I have already decided that she will stay in the small building. Since mother has arranged it, then let it be so for now. Don't worry, young mistress, I would never overstep my bounds. Today is a joyous occasion for the Gu mansion. Whoever thinks too much is simply disrespecting the Gu family. Madame Gu has ordered. Light red candles in the small building tonight. Send items there according to the proper portions. Know that things must be sent to the young mistress too. Don't mix them up. The one in the front is the young mistress. The one in the small building shall privately be called Mrs. Liu. Second madam, the small building needs more items. Stop. Young mistress, what did you just say? I didn't say anything. Just that the small building needed more supplies. I am asking about the last sentence. Who is the second madam? I just entered the Gu mansion today. And you already dare to call someone else second madam behind my back? Are you all bold on your own? Or did someone teach you to call her that, young mistress? No, we servants would not dare to address her randomly. It is the aunt's instruction. It turns out a bright red wedding dress cannot suppress a small building, and a wedding ceremony cannot suppress Shen Huilan's orders. On the day of the garden party, I thought I had won. Only to realize what a slap in the face is. Today is a joyous day. Get to work, move. Madame Gu says the sister is pregnant and should take care of her health. I brought this tea specially to apologize. I would never overstep my status. I only seek a place to stay in the Gu mansion. Sister? Who gave you permission to call me that? Madame Gu said, we are all family now. Get out. What kind of thing are you? To be worthy of carrying tea and calling me sister? If the young mistress hates Lu Yusu so much, I shall leave. But Madame Gu is still hosting the banquet out front. Young mistress, please don't ruin the auspicious atmosphere. My wedding banquet. Shen Huilan sent you as a servant, to have you called second madam? In the end, I am the one who cannot ruin the atmosphere. I'm going to find Gu Linchuan right now. I want him to tell me himself, what exactly your status is, and what kind of explanation the Gu mansion intends to give me. Xingyue, why have you come out? You are in delicate condition. You shouldn't be in the wind. What is Lu Yusu's status? I'm only asking you. I only just entered the house today. Yet there are people in the Gu mansion calling her second madam. Was that your intention? It was not my intention. Then go tell Madame Gu clearly right now, and make Lu Yusu leave the Gu mansion. I am your lawfully wedded wife. Don't make a scene now. I will go speak with mother later. Later? Wait until everyone in the Gu mansion is used to it. And wait until she is settled in the small building before you speak. Today is a joyous day. Must you argue with me in the middle of the ceremony? Is it me wanting to argue, or is your Gu family bullying me too much? I cannot endure this. At my wedding banquet, you give me a second madam? Jiang Xingyue, who are you talking to? Linchuan, the guests haven't left yet. You are making a scene with your confidant in the corridor. Are you afraid today's wedding isn't lively enough? Mother, about the Lu Yusu matter. You shouldn't have done this today. I arranged someone with a known background, sensible and gentle, to assist you. Have I done something wrong? Madame Gu, assistance doesn't require being called second madam. You just entered, and you already dare to teach me how to manage the house? Mother, don't get upset. Xingyue is pregnant, so you're saying it's all Lu Yusu's fault? I am willing to move to the most remote building. Never to fight for status or face. I only hope the young mistress won't make things difficult for my aunt and the young commander. Gu Linchuan, do you dare to make her leave? Xingyue, just endure it for tonight. Don't let outsiders laugh at us. Since it's like this, we'll do as originally planned. Where's the young commander? The young commander is still in the front. Go ask Gu Linchuan to come back. I am the lawfully wedded young mistress of the Gu mansion. Asking for my own husband at my own wedding banquet. Must you be so afraid to do even that? Young mistress, please calm your anger. Go, Gu Linchuan will come. He said he would protect me. He won't let me be wronged. Lu Yusu is nothing more than one of Shen Huilan's schemes. The young commander was first called away by the aunt to talk, and later went to the small building where Mrs. Lu lives. Mrs. Lu? Who gave you permission to call her that? The whole house is calling her that. Young mistress, the night air is chilly. You are with child. Young mistress, please go back. Madame Gu has ordered. The young commander must not be disturbed tonight. I entered with an 8-bearer sedan chair, and am pregnant with the Gu family's child. Yet I have become the one who is not allowed to disturb. It turns out the title of young mistress was given to me, but for someone to back me up, I have none. Young mistress, it's time to serve tea to Madame Gu. I'll go by myself. Mother-in-law, please have tea. Since you've entered the Gu house, you should know the rules. What was that scene you made last night? Xingyue has noted it. Greetings, young mistress. Young mistress, this is how it should be. Sit down. You must have been tired taking care of the young commander last night. From now on, you must also help the young mistress with her burdens. Yusu wouldn't dare feel tired. I only hope to be of some help. Mother-in-law, last night was my wedding night. Did you ever consider my dignity by saying that in front of everyone? Young mistress, you have misunderstood. Madame Gu ordered Yusu to go over and serve tea. Yusu didn't dare refuse. If you truly didn't dare, you should have known that the small building is not where you should be staying on your wedding night. Enough. The Gu family is not a place for you to be jealous. I am the one who approved Yusu entering the mansion. If you cannot tolerate her, how will you manage the house in the future? Greetings, young mistress. Greetings, Mrs. Lu. What did you just call her? Young mistress, please forgive me. The servant was only following the house rules. Who set those rules? What right does she have? Because she is the person I arranged to enter the Gu mansion. You have your status as young mistress, which no one will take away. Yusu is Mrs. Lu, which is also a proper title in this house. Each has their own rules. Be gone. The Gu mansion's happy event is double-sided. The red curtains haven't even fallen, and the side concubine's red has risen. Isn't this just a joke? Stop talking about it. The young commander is still here. Take it away, mother. If it's about the Gu mansion's affairs, there is no need to hide it from me. The messy accounts of the Gu mansion have nothing to do with you anymore. The servant still called Jiang Xingyue young mistress, but that distant niece is also called Mrs. Lu. Once that title comes out, it is considered official. Is there any other news from the Gu mansion? Just keep waiting. Mrs. Cui, Miss Cui. This is an invitation for the military government banquet. Commander Pei asked me to deliver it personally. Commander Pei has already stated clearly to the military government that newspapers are not allowed to be involved in the old Cui family matters. Whoever slanders you, the garrison command will not ignore it. Please thank Commander Pei for his trouble on my behalf. Someone who truly cares about you will not let you go into the mud to prove your innocence. Stop watching. Don't go to the Gu mansion, and don't ask about Gu Linchuan. If others laugh at them, that is their own business. Bring me the house rulebook. Tomorrow, invite all the servants to the main courtyard. Let them know who the true mistress of the Gu family is. Put these in the hall. Move those old, outdated items away first. Yes. From now on, all purchases for the kitchen, clothing, and horses, anything at all, must be reported to me first. The young mistress is right, rules must be established. There is only one legitimate young mistress in this house. Anyone who calls others by titles that overstep their bounds. Don't blame me for being heartless. Yes. Young mistress, Madame Gu requests your presence. I'm coming now. I heard you've been busy setting rules in the main courtyard all morning. Are the Gu mansion's regulations something you can just rearrange by bringing a few incense sticks in? I am not being pushy. Managing the inner house is my duty as the young mistress. If you hadn't publicly announced your pregnancy to the Gu family, would the wedding date have been rushed so hurriedly? With a few old decorations and bolts of silk, you want to become the mistress of the Gu mansion? I am carrying the Gu family's own flesh and blood. That is why I have the status I do today. Young mistress, the servants calling Lu Yusu Mrs. Lu. Is that also part of the rules? Yusu is someone I brought in personally. She won't go through boxes and cupboards the moment she enters. The value of the items is not the point. The keys to the storehouse and accounts remain with me. Still with me. I am the one here in the main courtyard approving the tea and snacks. Things like incense and bamboo must be checked by me. If you want to learn to manage the house, start with tea and snacks. And learn to keep your mouth shut before anything else. Aunt, Yusu doesn't understand the rules. I heard the young mistress was feeling unwell. So I could only stew some bird's nest to soothe your throat, Aunt. You are quite sensible. Since my aunt is willing to teach me, Yusu understands what should be said and what should not be fought over. The cooking is just right. Aunt, this is too precious. Yusu doesn't dare to accept it. Take it since I gave it to you. Sensible people should be rewarded. The young mistress is in delicate condition. The main courtyard meals should be light. If the small building keeps the young commander for dinner, prepare some hot soups and dishes. Proceed according to these instructions. Do not let the small building be short of anything from now on. Yes, madam. Young commander, what are you doing here? Aunt is not in a good mood today, Yusu. I am copying some Buddhist scriptures to help Aunt find peace of mind. If young commander wants to go, Yusu dares not delay it. What has Yusu been making a fuss about today? Young commander, don't ask. The young mistress is pregnant. It's inevitable that she's a bit short-tempered. I only hope that when you return to the mansion, you can have a peaceful meal. I stewed chicken soup at the small building. If you don't mind, young commander, have a bowl before you leave. If the young mistress asks about Yusu, just say she didn't know any better. Let's go. Young commander, try some. If it's not to your taste, Yusu will change it next time. Very good. Yusu, remember that for the future. Greetings, Mrs. Lu. Let's return to the young mistress. The young commander is eating at the small building. The young commander? I will personally go and ask him to come back. Mrs. Gu has ordered that since the young mistress is pregnant, she should not get angry. Nor should she walk around too much. Or even if you want to invite your own husband, you need our permission? There is the Gu family's flesh and blood here. If anything goes wrong, none of you will be able to bear the responsibility. If the young mistress needs anything, just tell us to handle it. I want Gu Linchuan. You go and handle that too. Linchuan, have you forgotten that I am your wife? Why do you go to the small building every single day? The most important thing for you right now is to nurture the pregnancy. I married into this family to be your wife. Not a patient locked away drinking medicine. Yusu is sensible and never bothers you. Why must you compete with her? This child is ours. Will you stay with me tonight? Young commander, Mrs. Gu requests your presence. There is a letter from the military government. It requires your personal attention. I'll go and return shortly. Don't overthink things. Get some good rest. I am fine, I don't need to be watched. The young mistress is too anxious and keeps getting angry, which has made the pregnancy somewhat unstable. Starting today, we must follow the rules for a healthy pregnancy. Food, medicine, and comings and goings must all be approved by the mistress. Mrs. Gu, is this to keep watch over me? Madam, is there any news from the Gu mansion? Miss Jiang is trapped in the main courtyard to nurture her pregnancy, but the young commander still goes to Lu Yusu's small building. Put it away. Don't let it dirty your eyes. Pei Jin's actions are even more thorough than I imagined. The so-called dignity of the past was always written on someone else's doorway, never falling into my own hands. Miss Cui, I came here today because I want to ask one thing. Haven't the wedding date and the newspaper announcements already been agreed upon? It's not about those. It's about the residence after the wedding, the small courtyard on the east side. I'd like to leave it for Miss Cui to read and paint in. If I want to leave a room for old books and paintings, that is also fine. If I don't like others entering freely, I will establish the rules. Without your word, no one shall enter. Commander Pei, do you not find this troublesome? The marriage concerns the dignity of two families, and more importantly, your lifelong peace. If this is considered troublesome, then I am not worthy of seeking your hand. Ruyan, decide for yourself. The east courtyard should have green plants and flowers. Place the writing desk by the window, but not directly in the draft. Keep the easel in the inner room, so that others don't have to see it. Good, madam. This was sent by the Yi Association president. So the president still acknowledges you. Then I shall paint one. There's trouble at the Gu mansion again. Back to the eldest miss. This time it's not Miss Jiang crying. Nor is it Mrs. Lu making a scene. It's Mrs. Lu who suddenly started dry heaving while checking accounts in the flower hall. Mrs. Gu has already called for the mansion doctor. The peace at the Gu mansion has always been a lie. Why is there more talk of illness at the small building again? What's the matter? Aunt, don't worry. Perhaps I caught a slight chill this morning. Yusu is fine. Go and call the mansion doctor. Aunt, there's no need to make such a fuss. The young mistress is still nurturing her pregnancy in the main courtyard. The doctor goes there every day. If he makes another trip for Yusu, people will say Yusu doesn't know the rules again. Since you have entered the Gu mansion, you are also a member of the Gu family. Hiding your illness is what truly shows you don't know the rules. Yusu will do as Aunt says. Well, is Yusu not in good health? Speak plainly, doctor. Don't let Aunt worry. Mrs. Lu has a pulse that suggests pregnancy. What did you say? The term is still early, so the pulse isn't completely stable yet, but judging by the signs, she is indeed pregnant. From now on, you must not overexert yourself, nor should you get angry. Your diet and medicinal soups must be carefully attended to. Understood? Good. This is a blessing for the Gu family. From today, the kitchen will open a separate nutritional list. It is not to be mixed with the main courtyard's orders. Clean the bird's nest properly. And keep the soups gentle. Take the most reliable maids to the small building. Watch over Mrs. Lu day and night. And, you are so good to Yusu. Yusu doesn't know how to repay you. Safely bringing a new heir to the Gu family is the greatest repayment. Young mistress, the doctor says Mrs. Lu is pregnant. Mrs. Gu has already ordered the kitchen to open a separate nutritional list, and even sent maids over to serve her. What did you say? Things have become quite lively at the small building. Mrs. Gu told Mrs. Lu to just rest at ease, and that everything else will be handled by her. So even the chips in my hand can change to belong to someone else. Miss, things are progressing every day at the Gu Mansion's small building. The servants are all saying that Mrs. Liu is pregnant as well. Jiang Xinyue originally used her child to force the Gu Mansion to accept her, and now that same knife has finally fallen on her own head. Mrs. Liu still told the gatekeepers to keep things strict, simply saying the mansion is just feeling weak from the spring weather. The Gu Mansion has soups 3 times a day, and news always leaks out from the outside. Servants are the most observant people of all. Mrs. Gu really has double the joy now. The young mistress is pregnant. And Mrs. Liu is pregnant too. The Gu family will be blessed with a new heir this time. The younger generation is truly blessed. All thanks to our ancestors' protection. It's just that both are young. And the pregnancy is the most important thing. I wonder whose pregnancy is more stable now. You are joking, madam. The young mistress is the legitimate wife. Whereas Yusu is just grateful to aunt. How could they be compared? Yusu only hopes the young mistress is in good health. And the Gu family remains at peace. Yusu is still the most sensible one, not making a show of it even when pregnant. Knowing how to be considerate of her elders. And protecting the family's dignity. Once a woman enters the door, what matters most is not buying for favor, but being modest and obedient, and continuing the husband's family line. You speak the truth. Young mistress, you are heavily pregnant. Your tea has gone cold. Let me replace it for you. Then I'll be going now. Nanny, watch over the soup for the small building. Don't let it overcook. Mrs. Liu's pregnancy is still in the early stages. It cannot withstand any trouble. Who is coming from the Gu Mansion? Is it the young mistress, or Mrs. Liu? Naturally, both should come. One principal and one secondary, both carrying the Gu family's flesh and blood. It wouldn't look good to leave either out. Send the invitation to the Gu Mansion according to the rules. If they want dignity, they should first establish their own household rules. Shen Huilan originally wanted to keep Lu Yusu's pregnancy quiet in the mansion, using her to pressure Jiang Xinyue. But the more she hides it, the more the Gu Mansion's flaws in managing the household are exposed. With both the wife and concubine pregnant, the young commander is truly lucky. Lucky? His own wife and second wife are making such a mess of things. Gu, you haven't handled these past few assignments very steadily. It is my fault, sir. We look at orders. But as a leader, if you can't even establish order in your own mansion, how can you make others believe in you? Old Gu's past merits still count. But this is not the Gu Mansion. You know how the newspapers write. And how the gossip spreads. You have an idea of that. If any more of such jokes reach my desk, it won't be as simple as just being lectured. Linchuan, you're finally back. I've heard those things people are saying outside. They all say that I am a useless wife. That I can't even suppress one concubine. I didn't come back to hear you cry. What else can I do but cry? Lu Yusu relies on her mother-in-law's support, constantly overstepping me everywhere. Even when the kitchen sends pregnancy soups, she gets more than me. Now people are laughing at me. And you think I'm making a fuss? You are the legitimate wife. You should act like one. Stop making a spectacle of yourself. If I don't fight for myself, does the Gu family even remember that I am the wife? Linchuan, did I come at a bad time? I just heard you were back. And I wanted to check on you. Young mistress, if you are unhappy, I will leave now. Look at that, she even knows how to pick the perfect time to retreat. Young mistress, I never wanted to fight you. Aunt pities me because I am physically weak. If you think I am an eyesore, I will just shut my door and not come out anymore. Is that enough? From today on, both of you behave yourselves. Whoever brings the Gu Mansion's affairs out into the public again, I will show no mercy. You want to punish me? Yusu dares not. Yusu will definitely listen. You were frustrated at work. And you come home to throw your weight around in front of two pregnant women? Mother, the talk outside has already reached my workplace. Then you have the ability to go shut those people's mouths. Don't scare them at home. Yusu is in her early stages of pregnancy, she cannot withstand your yelling. Mrs. Gu, the invitation sent from Yi Jingyi's side. The charity banquet invitation. The Gu family cannot refuse to attend. Will the young mistress and Mrs. Lu both go together? They both will. Since they have entered the Gu family door, everyone should see them clearly. Will the Gu family women also come today? The association president sent the invitation personally. There's no reason not to come. Then with the principal and the secondary both arriving, we are in for quite a show. Yes, it is bound to be lively. Ruyan is here. Pei Jin is tied up with official business today. He specifically asked me to send word that the Pei family's donation. Please present it to the president on his behalf. It is listed under Pei Jin and Pei's wife. Mrs. Pei is truly thoughtful. Commander Pei is so busy yet he still thinks of the relief efforts. No wonder the association president holds you in such high regard. You are all too kind. Disaster relief is our duty. A few days ago, while I was tidying up old things, I came across a bird and flower painting Ruyan donated to charity years ago. It is clear and elegant, untainted by worldly dust. I have set it out today for the auction. Mrs. Pei's words today have a bit more poise than the usual formalities. No wonder the Pei family settled for such a bridal price. Young mistress, rise, please. The Gu family women have arrived. Association President, greetings to the Association President. Greetings to the two ladies of the Gu family. The Gu mansion is truly lively. Things that happen behind closed doors are all being put on full display today. $30 bolts of silk fabric. Pei family donation, 1,000 silver yuan, 200 bolts of fabric. Mrs. Pei is truly thoughtful. What disaster relief needs most is fabric. Pei Jin said money must be used. But clothes and quilts that can immediately reach the disaster victims are more important. Gu Mansion, 300 silver yuan. 2 cases of silk and medicinal herbs. The name listed is Gu Mansion Young Mistress Jiang Xinyue. Mrs. Gu is feeling unwell today, so I am appearing on behalf of the mansion's women. Naturally, things should be done according to the rules. The young mistress is right, the formal signature should naturally be from the young mistress. However, before leaving, Mrs. Gu gave another instruction. She said the disaster situation is dire, so the Gu mansion shouldn't just act according to old customs. She has prepared an additional donation of 200 silver yuan, 50 boxes of dried noodles. Please list them together under the name of the Gu mansion women. I didn't know there was an additional donation. Mrs. Gu called me over early this morning to talk. Perhaps she was afraid the young mistress was too busy getting ready, so she asked me to make a note of it on the way. If the young mistress finds it improper, I wouldn't dare say anything more. Since you know you shouldn't be speaking out of turn, you should have waited for me to ask Mrs. Gu first. Disaster relief cannot be delayed. The mistress said that the Gu families, womenfolk out in public, should always try to show more care on behalf of the family. The Gu mansion is certainly lively these days. The young mistress is young and capable, and Mrs. Liu has earned Mrs. Gu's trust. No wonder a donation was added the moment they arrived. But whose name should really be on this list? Should it be the young mistress, or the women of the Gu mansion? Who is currently managing the Gu family's domestic affairs? Is it the young mistress, or is Mrs. Liu sharing the burden for Mrs. Gu? Ladies, please don't tease me. I am merely passing on a message from Mrs. Gu. The Gu mansion's young mistress is naturally Jiang Xingyue. The charity album also needs to be finalized today. I'd like to place Mrs. Pei's flower amber painting at the front. I will defer entirely to President Ye's arrangements. If we can add even one more donation, then the company will not be in vain. Since these are all charity funds from the Gu mansion, we will register them as intended. On the young mistress's signature sheet, it will be listed as young mistress Jiang Xingyue of the Gu mansion. As for Mrs. Gu's additional donation, it will be listed under the women of the Gu mansion. Ha ha ha. Is Mrs. Liu feeling uncomfortable again? Don't make a scene. Young mistress, please don't blame me for being slow. If it weren't for Mrs. Gu urging me that I must show my face here today, I would have stayed at the mansion to rest. To avoid offending the young mistress. Offending me? I misspoke. The young mistress is the legal wife. How would I dare say offend? Lu Yusu, since you know you aren't the legal wife, you should know your place. You haven't even solidified your status, yet you're in such a rush to act like a pillar of the Gu family. You're not afraid of being laughed at? Young mistress, you've misunderstood me. I would never dare compete with you for anything. Mrs. Gu contacted me, telling me to focus on my pregnancy. I already felt terrified by that. Gu Linchuan comes to see me every single day, but it's only because he cares about the Gu family lineage. How could I disappoint him? So, Mrs. Liu is also pregnant? No wonder Mrs. Gu is keeping such a close eye on you. It's a double joy, then. You did this on purpose. Young mistress, how can you say that? Holding your stomach here on purpose. Deliberately bringing up Mrs. Gu and Gu Linchuan. You're using your pregnancy to humiliate me, aren't you? I wouldn't dare. If the young mistress dislikes hearing it, I won't mention it again. But this child is in my womb. I can't just pretend it doesn't exist. Shut up. Young mistress, why must you get angry? I only want to preserve this thread of the Gu family's bloodline. Lu Yusu. Young Mistress Gu. Mrs. Liu, today is a charity tea party. All the ladies are here. Why not return to your seats? Anything you need to say can be discussed back at the mansion. Mrs. Liu is in a delicate condition, and the breeze by the lake is cool. Let's move to a warmer spot. Young mistress, even if you blame me, the child is innocent. If you can't tolerate me, please don't take it out on the child. You still dare to speak? Young Mistress Gu, be careful. So. Don't go over there. It's dangerous. Don't panic. Help them first. Lu Yusu, you pushed me. Let go. Lu Yusu, you pushed me. Young mistress, help me. Ah. Save Mrs. Pei first. Don't crowd the shore. Ruyan, hold on. Hold on to the rope. Grab it. Get them to shore first. Back off. They're wet and cold. Call Dr. Qin. No one here is to say a word about what happened today. I didn't. Someone grabbed my arm. Don't talk. You're freezing. Get to the room and warm up. It hurts. My stomach hurts. The young mistress pushed me. I also have a child in my womb. She just couldn't tolerate me. Brother Linchuan, you must seek justice for me. The young mistress hurt me. Xinyue, where does it hurt? She pushed me. Lu Yusu pushed me into the water. And she still dares to act aggrieved. My stomach hurts. If anything happens to the child, what am I supposed to do? I didn't push the young mistress. The young mistress heard I was pregnant. Her expression suddenly changed, saying that the Gu mansion can only have one mistress. And she couldn't tolerate the child in my belly. You're lying. Clearly, you were the one provoking me with your child. Saying that Shen Huilan promised to eventually register your child under the main wife's name. How would I dare? I only said the child in my belly is also Gu family blood. The young mistress couldn't stand it and reached out to push me. I was panicked when I fell and grabbed the person next to me. I didn't expect to drag Mrs. Pei down with me, dragging everyone down. It looks like the two women from the Gu mansion were struggling by the water's edge. Mrs. Pei was passing by and got dragged into the water. That dragged down line is quite convenient. I know my status isn't as high as the young mistress's, but the child is innocent. If something happens to me and the child today, who will seek justice for me? Did you hear that? She's still faking it. You, speak. Stop arguing. Call the doctor to check the children first. Only check the children? Lu Yusu pushed me into the water. Aren't you going to punish her? Young mistress, I fell into the water too. How can you wrong me like this? Ruyan, are you alright? Commander Gu, how you handle your family affairs is the business of the Gu mansion. But today, the women of the Gu mansion were causing a scene at the women's charity tea party, leading to my wife getting chilled and humiliated. Pei Jin, I was only asking if she's alright. That should be enough, right? This isn't something that can be brushed off with a single inquiry based on your old ties. Regarding today's matter, the Gu mansion must give President Yi and the Women's Charity Association and me an explanation. Commander Pei, today the women of the Gu mansion truly lost their composure. But everyone has been shaken. Xinyue is in abdominal pain, and Lu Yusu is also pregnant. The most important thing is to get a doctor. As for who pushed whom, we will clarify that back at the mansion. Back at the mansion? This happened at the women's charity venue. The witnesses are all right here. Commander Gu wants to take them back to the mansion to question them? Question them for whom to hear? Will it just end with a claim that they slept? Family affairs are one thing. Pei Jin, don't say it so harshly. My wife came here by invitation today. Not to listen to your domestic trials. Whether the two Gu Mansion women are fighting for favor, or fighting for children, it has nothing to do with her. She was dragged into the water and humiliated in public. And you want to just gloss over it? And keep it hidden behind the Gu family doors? I didn't push Ruyan. Lu Yusa pushed me first. Young mistress, why must you keep biting me? It was clearly you who started it. When I fell into the water, I panicked and grabbed onto Mrs. Pei's sleeve. Silence. Commander Gu. The Women's Charity Association is not the Gu Mansion's backyard. I issued the invitations for today's tea party. And people fell into the water here. If I let you take them away with a simple, we'll talk about it back at the mansion. How will the Women's Charity Association operate in the future? President Yi, that's not what I meant. Then we follow the rules. Close the doors to the water pavilion. No one who was serving here today is allowed to leave. And the ladies who were standing near the lake, please stay for a while. Have some hot tea, and tell us what you saw later. President Yi. Are you detaining them? Commander Gu, if you think keeping witnesses is detaining them, then this matter of falling into the water can certainly not be handled by the Gu Mansion alone. I withdrew from the Gu Mansion's gate long ago. This muddy water today won't splash on me. Lin Chuan. I'm really in pain. Brother Lin Chuan. I'm uncomfortable too. If anything happens to my child, send someone to the hospital. Ask Dr. Qin to come immediately. Tell him that at the venue someone fell into the water and caught a chill, and a pregnant woman has abdominal pain. Tell him to bring his medical kit. The Gu Mansion has its own doctor. Dr. Qin is the medical advisor for the Women's Charity Association. The diagnosis results will be kept in our records as well. The charity tea party is temporarily suspended. The Gu family women, until this matter is clarified, are not permitted to leave the venue. This incident at the water pavilion today has been recorded by the Women's Charity Association. The Gu Mansion must give Mrs. Pei an explanation. And also an explanation to everyone present today. Dr. Qin is the Women's Charity Association's medical advisor. For the ladies who fell into the water and were startled, he is fully responsible for the diagnosis and records. No one else is to interfere. Xinyue is in so much pain. I can't go over and take a look. Commander Gu, while looking at her, stop the pain or diagnose the pulse? If you can't, please wait outside. Lin Chuan, go get a thick blanket and wrap her up. After falling into the water, the worst thing is cold invading the body. Who has abdominal pain? Who is pregnant? Clarify that first. Dr. Qin, I'm in pain too. I was pushed into the water by the young mistress. If my child is lost, you're lying. Clearly, you provoked me first. All of you, be silent. Whether there is pain, the pulse will tell. Whether there is physical harm, it will also tell. Those who were dragged into the water, choked on water and caught a chill. Dr. Qin, if you please. Only Dr. Qin and the Charity Association staff are allowed in the room. Assign 2 maids to go in and assist. Everyone from the Gu Mansion waits outside. But our young mistress and Mrs. Liu are both Gu family members. If the people from the Gu Mansion knew how to care for them, they wouldn't have ended up in the lake. Young Mistress Jiang is bleeding. Xinyue, she is bleeding. Precisely because she is bleeding, you must not touch her randomly. Dr. Qin is currently diagnosing. He knows best who to see first. If you continue to make a scene, I will add a note to today's record. The Gu Mansion obstructed the medical treatment. Where is Dr. Qin? Dr. Qin, come look at me. I also have a child. I'm in pain too. How is Cui Ruyan's condition after the chill and choking on water? No major issues for now, but she needs to rest and recover. Dr. Qin, see me first. I'm also pregnant. Jiang Xinyue pushed me. She's bleeding because she moved her own fetus. The fetal chi is disrupted. I've been nauseous and cold lately. My stomach hurts even more after falling into the water today. Dr. Qin, how is it after a night's rest? President Yi, the reprimand has quieted things down. The mistress's pulse is beneficial. I need to get away from bystanders for a detailed re-examination. Mrs. Pei, because there were so many people earlier, I only mentioned the chill, and couldn't speak plainly. You were deeply shaken, and shocked by the fall into the water. Fortunately, no fundamental damage was done, but you are pregnant. And at this stage, you cannot withstand the cold or the shock. For the next month at least, you need to rest and protect the pregnancy, and be very careful with medicine and diet. You stayed in the water so long and choked on water. Will it hurt the child? Should I take her to the hospital immediately? How should the medicine be used? If she develops a fever at night, what should be done? Commander Pei, rest assured. Although the pulse is currently weak, it is not erratic. Change into dry clothes first, drink a small amount of ginger soup, and then use a gentle herbal decoction for calming the fetus. Do not use any harsh medicine. If there is fever or abdominal pain tonight, ask me to write down the prescription immediately. Tell me what medicine is needed, and I will have someone fetch it. Keep it quiet for now. Things are too chaotic here today. And the Gu mansion is looking for a scapegoat. If they know you are pregnant, they will only drag you further into this mess. Whether they dare to or not is one thing. I just don't want this child to be involved in the Gu mansion's dirty business from the start. Right, this is our child. I won't give others the chance to make an issue of it. In the records, I will only note that Mrs. Pei caught a cold after falling into the water. Regarding the follow-up diagnosis, it will not be disclosed to anyone except President Yi. Rui, how are you feeling? Dr. Qin just mentioned he needed a detailed examination. Is something wrong? Commander Gu. Mrs. Pei's well-being is of no concern to the Gu mansion. I am just concerned about her. Save your concern for the mess your own mansion has caused. Today my wife fell into the water. President Yi is here. Dr. Qin is here. The Women's Charity Association members are all here. The Gu mansion will definitely have to provide an explanation. Mrs. Pei must not be startled again. Linchuan, the child must be fine. Hurry, ask Dr. Qin to save him. This is our child. Everyone, step back. Let Dr. Qin diagnose. No one is allowed to interrupt. That's impossible. Dr. Qin, did you see wrong? I just fell into the water. And have a stomach ache. How can there be anything wrong with the child? She just fell into the freezing water, and was also shocked and enraged. The fetal energy is dissipated. The child cannot be saved. No. You're lying. Save him. Is there really no way? If she had been treated earlier, perhaps there would have been a chance. But the lake water was freezing today. And by the time she was brought here, it had been a while. Even the hospital couldn't change this outcome. Then what about the future? If this one is gone, speak up. Jiang Xinyue fell into the water and caught a severe cold, and her emotions were too intense earlier, which damaged her foundation. If she recuperates carefully in the future, there might still be hope, but another pregnancy will be difficult. Another pregnancy will be difficult? Conceiving again will not be easy. Aunt, it wasn't my fault. It was Lu Yusu who pushed me. It was she who killed my child. Why are you here? Didn't I tell you to rest over there? I dare not rest. I'm afraid that if I close my eyes, the child in my womb will also be gone. You still dare to blame the child? Young mistress, I know you hate me. But I am also a member of the Gu family. And what I carry in my womb is also Lin Chuan's flesh and blood. Just now by the lake, you rushed over to push me the moment you heard I was pregnant. If it weren't for my good fortune, the Gu family's other child would also be gone. You're lying. It was clearly you who wouldn't let go of me. You caused me to fall into the water. I'm just a second wife. How would I dare to harm the young mistress? So many people were there. When the young mistress reached out to push me, I couldn't even dodge it. Gu Linchuan, my child has just died, and you go to support her? Have you forgotten who killed our child? Brother Linchuan, my stomach hurts. Dr. Qin, hurry and check her. She is cold and frightened. The pregnancy remains, but she must not be stimulated anymore. She needs to change into dry clothes to warm up and take medicine to protect the fetus. If she undergoes any more rage or exhaustion, it will be hard to say. It's good that it's still there. Brother Linchuan, our child is still here. Lu Yusu, give me back my child. Jiang Xinyue, don't you think you've made enough of a scene today? What kind of place do you think the Women's Charity Association is? As the young mistress of the Gu mansion, you quarreled with Lu Yusu in public, causing 3 people to fall into the water. And now you want to hurt her again? She pushed me. It was she who harmed me. My child is gone. What am I supposed to do now? We'll discuss your affairs when we get back to the mansion. Lu Yusu is carrying the Gu family's lineage. I won't tolerate any more of your nonsense. First, take Lu Yusu back to the car and keep her warm. Don't let the wind blow on her. Gu Linchuan, you escort her over there. Brother Linchuan, I'm afraid Jiang Xinyue has lost her composure. She is not allowed to show her face outside again today. Take the young mistress back to the mansion. As for today's incident, the Gu mansion will deal with it personally once we return. And we will offer an apology to the association. No one is allowed to leave. President Yi, Lu Yusu's fetal energy is unstable. And Jiang Xinyue has just lost her child. The dispute between women is a temporary lapse. There's really no need to disturb others. Shen Huilan, today is the Women's Charity Association meeting. Not your private Gu mansion residence. The Gu family women were here fighting for favor, causing a scene and falling into the water, implicating Mrs. Pei's unborn child, and disrupting all the guests present. You say you'll deal with it back home? On what grounds? Start with the maids who were serving. Check them one by one. Who started the dispute? Who reached out to pull? Who shouted what? Record everything clearly. It was Mrs. Lu who first announced her pregnancy. And the young mistress's expression changed, asking if she was doing it on purpose to show off at the meeting. Later, the 2 wives grabbed each other, and neither would let go. Mrs. Pei was standing far away. She was pushed in while trying to mediate. The Gu family women. Earlier they were already arguing at the table, debating who was the legitimate mistress of the mansion. These frightened people are speaking nonsense. How can their words be taken as truth? President Yi, the Gu Mansion and the Women's Charity Association have always had dealings. If today's report is too heavy, it won't look good for either side if it gets out. What doesn't look good is the Gu Mansion itself. Dr. Qin, Cui Ruyan suffered a cold from falling into the water. Jiang Xinyue lost her pregnancy. Lu Yusu's fetal pulse is still present. You must write a report with all the details and submit it to the association for safekeeping. President Yi, family scandals shouldn't be made public. If this is used by others to stir up trouble, wouldn't we become the laughingstock of outsiders? You brought your inter-chamber disputes to a public charity event, endangered Mrs. Pei's fetus, and caused guests to fall into the water. And you still expect the charity association to cover for you? Shen Huilan, it has reached this point. How could this still be considered a private matter? President Yi, how much damage did the Gu Mansion cost today? We will pay for it. The Gu Mansion will pay. I will personally handle Cui Ruyan's medical expenses. Commander, don't bother yourself with my wife's affairs. From today on, no women from the Gu Mansion are permitted to participate in any affairs of the Women's Charity Association in the name of the Gu family. Any outstanding donations will be cleared within 3 days. The compensation for damaged items and disturbed guests at today's event, as well as Cui Ruyan's subsequent medical treatment, will all be covered by the Gu Mansion. President Yi, what are you doing? The Women's Charity Association can regulate the rules for women, but it cannot dictate the personnel in official offices. As the young commander of the Gu family, Gu Linchuan indulged his household in fighting for favor, disturbing the public charity event and alarming guests, and involving military dependents. I asked the administration's discipline office to look into this. Whether it is okay or not is not up to the Gu Mansion to decide. Send it out immediately. Gu, you say this is just a minor matter between women. But Lu Yusu claimed pregnancy during the event. Jiang Xinyue lost her composure in public. The two of them dragged guests into the water. And Cui Ruyan, who was pregnant, was also implicated. This shows a lack of discipline in your household. The Gu Mansion's management is not up to standard. But I wasn't at the women's seating area that day. The incident happened suddenly. The young mistress and Mrs. Liu nearly harmed military family members. How do you usually govern your household to let it reach this point? Pay, I am not asking for severe punishment. I only ask the discipline office to deal with it. Counselor Gu, you know that these 4 words are heavier than filing a complaint against you. If it were just a matter of inner household affairs, why bring it to the discipline office? Lin Chuan is young after all. If the punishment is too severe, people outside will only say that the group does not care for their own people. If it were just the Gu family women fighting for favor, it would be easy to handle. But now the landscape is cold. The charity association has its own principles, and the military sector also has its own protocols, leaving no room for old friendships. It is precisely because the commander spoke up that the severe punishment was changed to a temporary suspension, with 3 months' salary withheld pending investigation. If there is another similar incident, it won't just be a suspension. She pushed me. I will find a way to remedy this matter. The final shred of the Gu Mansion's dignity has been torn away in front of the servants. Call Jiang Xinyue and Lu Yusu here. Yes. From today on, the Gu Mansion is closed to guests. If anyone asks outside, say Jiang Xinyue is physically weak after her miscarriage and needs rest, and Lu Yusu was frightened at the tea party, so she also needs to protect her pregnancy. And as for the young master, say the young commander's old illness has recurred, and he is recovering in the mansion. Whoever dares to spread today's words outside, the Gu Mansion will not tolerate them for even half a word. Mrs. Gu, you are with child. No need for formalities, sit. Jiang Xinyue, since you married into the family, Has the Gu Mansion ever treated you unfairly regarding your status as the mistress? Mother, if you truly recognized me as the legitimate wife, you wouldn't have let Lu Yusu enter the house on our wedding day. Young mistress, I never wanted to fight you. If it wasn't for you pushing me at the tea party, I wouldn't have suffered so much. Shut up. You still dare to talk? Don't you think you've made a big enough scene? That the child is gone is due to your own lack of luck. Gu Linchuan being suspended and docked pay is also because you lost your composure outside, making the Gu Mansion a laughingstock. From today on, you will stay indoors and transcribe sutras 100 times a day. Without my permission, you are not allowed to step out of the courtyard. I am the legally wedded young mistress of Gu Linchuan, not a commoner. The young mistress of the Gu Mansion must first understand the rules. If you stir up trouble again, not even the Jiang family can protect you. What matters most to the Gu Mansion now is the child you are carrying. I will obey Mrs. Gu's arrangements. The young mistress has lost her child. I'm afraid it will be difficult for her from now on. Mrs. Lu's pregnancy is what's most important. Can't you see that clearly yet? Young mistress, Mrs. Gu has ordered. Medicine can be brewed again, but the transcribing of sutras cannot be missed. If you break anything, I can only report it as it happened. Everything is fine. Are you satisfied now, mother? If you hadn't insisted on bringing Lu Yusu into the house, would the Gu Mansion have ended up like this? I brought Lu Yusu in to ensure a path for the Gu family. What is Jiang Xinyue's background? If she were truly capable, why couldn't she even protect her own child? Jiang Xinyue is the legal wife I married into the family. Then you should manage her well, and keep her from embarrassing the family outside. She doesn't know how to tolerate. And Lu Yusu is no pushover either. You all just know how to pressure me. Now you are blaming others? If you had married Cui Ruyan back then, would the Gu Mansion have been shamed like this? Who gave you permission to touch my things? Mrs. Gu ordered that since the young mistress is physically weakened, from now on, she should focus only on transcribing. And the personnel records and treasury keys are temporarily reclaimed by the main courtyard. Shen Huilan herself once said that the legal wife should learn from the others. Mrs. Gu is doing this for your own good. The young mistress should just focus on recovering. I heard from Dr. Qin that the young mistress's foundation was damaged this time. It will be difficult for her to conceive again in the future. Now, the one in Mrs. Lu's womb is the real treasure. Mrs. Gu gives all the best things to Lu Yusu. What nonsense are you babbling about? Big sister is awake. I was passing by and came to see you. Dr. Qin said your body is weak, so I specially had some ginseng soup sent over. You call me big sister? Lu Yusu, are you even worthy? I know you resent me. but I am now with child. Mrs. Gu instructed me to be careful in everything, so I shouldn't get upset. Sister, please don't hold it against the shrine. Young mistress, Mrs. Liu is carrying the young commander's flesh and blood. If the fetus is startled, and Mrs. Gu blames us, can you bear the responsibility? Sister, please don't be angry. I'll just leave. Shen Huilan, by what right did you take my treasury keys and hand them all over to Lu Yusu? And so what if I did? I am the legally wedded wife of Gu Linchuan. You lost your child and should be resting, not causing trouble everywhere. You are still making scenes. Gu Linchuan has been suspended. The Gu family is being mocked. And which of these has nothing to do with you? It was Lu Yusu who caused me to lose my child. Yet you protect her. She carries the Gu family's true flesh and blood. If you continue to cause trouble, I will leave you with nothing but an empty title. Don't even think about touching the Gu mansion's affairs ever again. Return to the Jiang family. Tell Jiang Qingtao and tell Su Manhua that I am being pushed to my death in the Gu mansion. Young mistress, if you say that, let someone from the Jiang family come to the Gu mansion to ask whether a legitimately wedded daughter is only fit to give way to a second mistress. The Jiang family sent word that your health after the miscarriage is paramount. So please focus on resting. The Gu mansion is currently under intense scrutiny. So do not let the scandal grow bigger. Su Manhua finds it inconvenient to visit as well. Do not stir up more scandal. Mrs. Gu has ordered that the young mistress's monthly allowance be halved starting this month. Halved? The household expenses are high. And since the young mistress doesn't go out for social events, you can save on clothes and jewelry for now. Medical supplies must be sent to the main courtyard for inspection first. My medicine has to be checked by Lu Yusu's side too. I am just a servant following orders. And the rewards for servants in your courtyard will no longer be distributed independently. If the young mistress wants to reward anyone, you must report to the main courtyard first. Stop right there. Please forgive me, young mistress. My hand slipped for a moment. Someone, drag her away and slap her. Sister, why get so angry? She is young. A few words of reprimand should suffice. I am disciplining my own servant. Does it have anything to do with you? I'm not interfering. But Mrs. Gu reminds us daily to keep peace in the house. If the sounds of fighting reach outside, people will say again that the Gu mansion is not peaceful. Is even a bowl of medicine worth all this trouble? She slights me. Yusu is being generous and sensible by pleading for her. But you, as the legal wife, cannot even tolerate a servant, which only makes you look petty and volatile. Mrs. Gu, don't blame my sister. She is bitter at heart. You are pregnant, yet you know how to look after the family's reputation. You are much better than others. Once Lu Yusu delivers this child safely, I will let her manage the household affairs. Jiang Xinyue's health is ruined and her temper is bad. Just staying in the main room is enough for her. But the young mistress is the legitimately wedded wife. And so what if she is? The title of wife is just a name. Rules can be reshuffled. The Gu mansion needs a woman who can bear heirs. And one who can uphold our standing. Not a joke who cries and screams all day long. Without a child, even the status of a legal wife is just a hollow shell. Gu Linchuan, stop right there. What are you making a scene about now? Now Shen Huilan and Lu Yusu are stepping all over me. And you don't even hear me when I ask you to uphold my position. Listen to me, I am your legitimately wedded wife. Do you still remember that? Enough. If you hadn't acted so inappropriately at the charity tea party, insisting on fighting with Lu Yusu, would the matter have reached Ji Jingyi? Would you have dragged Cui Ruyan into the water? Would the authorities be pressing me? Would the discipline office suspend me and dock my pay? You blame me? The Gu mansion has become a laughingstock in the city. I can't even get in the door outside. And you want me to come back and listen to your crying? So, you can't protect me. So you say I harmed you? Careful, madam. Brother Linchuan. Sister is not in good health. Please don't be angry with her. It's all my fault. If it weren't for me carrying this child, sister wouldn't be so heartbroken. Lu Yusu, stop your act. Don't stop me. She took my courtyard, my servants, my dignity. And now she uses the child to oppress me. Brother Linchuan, I'm only here to mediate. Be quiet. What happened now? Are you satisfied, mother? If you hadn't forced Lu Yusu into this house, would we have ended up like this today? Are you blaming me? Jiang Xinyue already lost her child. And you still have Lu Yusu pressure her every day. Now everyone laughs at our household chaos. The discipline office suspended me and docked my pay. My future is all ruined by these women. Who brought these women in? Didn't you choose Jiang Xinyue in public? Isn't the child in her womb yours? If you really didn't want Lu Yusu to enter the house, who could have forced you? You can't protect your own household, can't manage your women. And when things go wrong, you blame my arrangements? Blame Jiang Xinyue for arguing, blame Lu Yusu for being pregnant. Gu Linchuan, the young commander raised in the Gu mansion, can only push his responsibilities onto women? You are being presumptuous. Don't bother me. Whoever wants to run this house, run it. Call Gu Linchuan to the study. Young Commander Gu. He is just upset today. Upset? In the whole Gu mansion, who isn't upset right now? Father. The punishment from the discipline office is just for show. Once the rumors die down, I will naturally be reinstated. Do you really think this punishment is just for show? I have never committed any professional misconduct. It was just because Jiang Xingyue and Lu Yusu were fighting at the tea party. And someone there didn't know their place, which gave Peijing the leverage to target my Gu family. Even now, you are still blaming women? You can't control your legal wife. You can't manage your pregnant mistress. Jiang Xingyue is the wife you married in public. Lu Yusu is the one you personally accepted. One lost her child and is filled with despair. The other uses her pregnancy to fight for favor. Stuck in the middle, you are indecisive and have no sense of responsibility. Like a spineless paper doll, you can't even manage your own home. And you think you can stand in the discipline office? You are shallow. I was always dragged down by them. That's how I ended up. Dragged down by whom? The Cui family doesn't give face to the Gu family. Peijing is stepping up the pressure and won't let go. Yi Jingyi directly brought the case to the public office. I had to humble myself and beg everyone, only to get a temporary suspension. If not for old favors, today you would have received a formal indictment. Gu Linchuan, I didn't come here to serve you papers. Get up. Why, now that I'm suspended? Even looking at me is considered bad luck? Young Commander, that's not it, that's not it. Back when I was in my prime, you all called me Young Commander this, Young Commander that. Flattering me in every way. The office has a lot of business today. Young Commander, it's not appropriate for you to be here. In order to avoid further trouble, leave now. Father, why are they treating me like this? The Gu family is no longer what it used to be. And you are so foolish. Handing the leverage to others yourself. You can blame no one else. Tomorrow, have someone replace all the old curtains in the front hall. Take that lake blue silk from the warehouse and prepare 2 exquisite banquet tables. In a few days, invite the ladies over for a small gathering. The more rampant the rumors outside, the less the Gu mansion can look like it's in chaos. Mrs. Gu, the young commander is currently suspended and his salary docked. The household's daily expenses, I'm afraid, need to be appropriately reduced. Reduce what? The Gu mansion isn't in such dire straits yet. The kitchen, daily purchases, carriage and oil money. The allowances for each courtyard, rewards for servants. Last month they were already delayed for several days. Now you want to prepare expensive banquets and replace furniture? If the daily expenses are insufficient, we can only use the cash from the warehouse. It's just a little bit of silver. Does the Gu mansion lack even that? We didn't lack it before. But the recent social expenses are huge. After the young commander was suspended, the various channels where we could once credit accounts, now none of them work anymore. The family funds are already stretched thin. At night, who is watching the commander? I serve the madam in the first half of the night, and Xiaozue takes over in the second half. Be sure to add extra charcoal for the medicine in the second half of the night. Keep it warm on the stove. Never let it go cold. As long as the madam is awake. Come to the front courtyard and call me immediately. There's no need to make such a big deal of it. I'm not that delicate. Others fall in the water and can get out of bed after 2 days. But you are different from them. You can't afford a single mishap. It's still a long way until birth. But I can't stay idle at home. So I'm preparing for you in advance. Dr. Qin said your pulse is stabilizing. From now on, as long as you aren't startled, everything will go smoothly. Don't worry, mother. With me here, the Pei Mansion will never let her be startled or suffer grievances again. Now the whole city is discussing the Gu Mansion. Gu Linchuan is suspended awaiting investigation. The banquet they plan to hold is completely ruined. Shen Huilan sent invitations to all the ladies one by one. But all the responses received were cold and distant. Before, whenever I heard the 3 words Gu Mansion, my heart felt like it was being pricked by needles. But now, hearing about things over there, it's like being separated by a thick fog, without the slightest ripple. If you want to know the details, I can have someone find out clearly. No need to ask anymore. Ending up in this situation is a path they chose themselves step by step. It has nothing to do with me. Alright, we won't ask. We won't think about the people and things over there anymore. Chairman Yi asked me to tell you, madam, that the charity files have all been sealed. The military discipline office is still conducting verification, so Gu Linchuan cannot be reinstated in the short term. Now, the women of the Gu Mansion are all keeping to themselves. And in the social circles of Nanhua, no one envies that young mistress of the mansion anymore, a name without any substance. Go back and thank Chairman Yi for me. Thank him for all his care. Commander, if the Gu family sends someone to visit the madam, to apologize in person, how should we handle it? Block them all in the front courtyard. And don't let them step 1 inch into the back courtyard, whether it's a fake visit or coming to apologize. Do not let them use this as an excuse to disturb the madam's peace. The mess at the Gu Mansion. Let them go back and sort it out themselves. I was always trapped in a cold, suffocating place before. But now the Pei Mansion is filled with warmth everywhere. The charcoal fire burns brightly all year round, and there is honey to take away the bitter taste after drinking medicine, all the troublesome affairs and miseries outside. There is someone here to shield me from them entirely. The Gu Mansion. The coffers are empty. The situation is deteriorating. And more bad news has been coming from the country. Do not take those trivial matters to heart. There is no need to pay them any mind. Madam, it is said outside that the Gu Mansion has become increasingly chaotic. Young Commander Gu is suspended with his salary docked. The family accounts are stretched thin. And even the rewards due to the servants can only be written down as debts for now. Whatever happens at the Gu Mansion, just listen and set it aside. Do not concern yourself with it. Their constant bickering within the house, the debts and the gambling losses, have nothing to do with the Pei family, and certainly nothing to do with me. Everything is falling apart without a solution. And I have to stay up all night without closing my eyes. Jiang Xinyue is smashing porcelain in her courtyard every night. And Lu Yusu's room requires medicine to be brewed at all hours. Neither of the two mistresses is easy to deal with. Mrs. Lu is incredibly picky. One moment complaining the medicine is too cold, the next complaining the charcoal smoke is suffocating. The young mistress breaks teacups at every slight provocation, sending someone over to clean up. You get scolded if you go. And you get punished if you don't. It's a dilemma either way. Speak more quietly. If Mrs. Gu hears us, none of us will have a good end. Humph, Mrs. Gu is so busy with family assets these days. And with Jiang Xinyue causing trouble, she has no time to manage us lowly servants. I am the legally wedded young mistress of the Gu mansion. By what right does Shen Huilan order people to guard me and trap me? By what right does she treat me this way? Brother Lin Chuan, I am not afraid of suffering or toil. I only worry for the safety of the child in my womb. If it weren't for this child holding me up, I would have no foothold in the Gu mansion at all. Don't let your imagination run wild. Just rest and calm your body. Open the door immediately. Is Gu Linchuan in Lu Yusu's room? Tell him to come out and see me now. My child is gone. Yet he stays with that woman every single day. Young mistress, Mrs. Gu has given orders that you are not to leave after nightfall. Please return to your room and rest. All of you, get out of my way. Lu Yusu. It's catching fire. Quick, grab something to smother the flames. Let go of me. Making such a scene. Do you all have a death wish? Do you want to alert the authorities? Or do you want the whole city to keep laughing at the Gu mansion? Clean the floor immediately. And put the candle stand back in its place. Everything that happened tonight. No one is allowed to leak a single word about it. When did the Gu mansion become so slack in its operations? Spilling lamp oil and almost causing a fire without reporting it. If a real disaster had happened, all your lives wouldn't be enough to pay for it. Please, Mrs. Gu, have mercy. Last night, the young mistress insisted on running out, and we couldn't stop her. Go to the back courtyard and do hard labor and cleaning for 3 months. If this happens again, I will drive you out of the Gu mansion directly. Bring Jiang Xinyue to the main courtyard. Come see me. I know your body has suffered, and your heart is unsettled. I originally didn't want to punish you too severely. But your crying and screaming last night disturbed Lu Yusu and made her pregnancy unstable. Don't forget your status. You are the legally wedded young mistress of the Gu mansion, not some street woman causing a scene. Young mistress, in this Gu mansion now. Does anyone even remember I am the young mistress? I understand your pain and heartache. But Lu Yusu's child is also the flesh and blood of Gu Linchuan. If you disturb her pregnancy again, I will move you to a remote courtyard to stay in seclusion. Only when you have learned your lesson will you be allowed to step out of the courtyard gates. What if Lu Yusu's child doesn't survive either? Would the Gu family still treat her like a treasure and care for her in every way? Impudent. Someone. Mrs. Gu, please do not get angry on my account. I truly cannot bear it. Jiang Xinyue, why are you causing trouble here again? Are there not enough shameful things happening in this house? Brother Lin Chuan, I know the young mistress is depressed. I don't blame her. But the child in my womb truly cannot withstand such scares. Don't be afraid, I am here. No one can disturb you. Look at yourself now. What kind of noble demeanor is this? Return to your own courtyard immediately. Take her back to her courtyard. Without my orders. She is not allowed to step half a step out of her room. The young commander is still in the study and hasn't rested yet. He is already too drunk to stand straight. Just now, Mrs. Gu sent someone to invite the young commander to keep watch in Mrs. Lu's courtyard again. Young mistress. Mrs. Gu has already given orders. I want to see Gu Linchuan. Call him over now. Young mistress, please don't make things difficult for us. If we let you out, we will all be severely punished. Brother Linchuan, what is wrong? Young mistress, why did you suddenly burst in here? Jiang Xingyue, have you gone mad? Have I gone mad? She just muttered about feeling unwell. And you, drunk as a mess, come running immediately to attend to her. When I was in agony after losing our child, did you ever set foot in my courtyard to even take a look at me? When that incident happened, it was because you didn't know your place. You can't blame anyone else. So, the child in her womb is a precious treasure. While mine was meant to be thrown away? Young mistress, the child was not kept. You can't blame anyone for that. If you really cherished the child in your womb, you shouldn't have caused such a scene at the charity meeting and invited disaster, son. Gu Linchuan. Back at the garden party, you shot through my flower hairpin yourself and swore to marry me and spend your life with me. Have you forgotten all those words? Enough. Look at the hysterical state you're in now. You have none of the dignity of a Gu young mistress. General. Ah. It's on fire. Linchuan. Yusu. My son. You absolutely cannot go in. My son is still inside. Lu Yusu also carries the Gu family's only bloodline. I cannot abandon them. Water. Quick, get more clean water. Brother Linchuan, save me. I'm so scared. Ah. Ah. Don't let this spread. Block the front and back alleys first. Whoever dares to babble a single word, I will tear their mouth off. Sail the water car. Clear out everyone from the surrounding courtyards. Who told you to seal it? Close the door first. I'm heading to the west side. If we drag this on, the whole Gu mansion won't be saved. Save the fire. Do you dare disobey me? Linchuan is still inside. All of you, get in there. Go in and save him. Mrs. Gu, you cannot get any closer. Where is Linchuan? Where is Lu Yusu? What about the child in her womb? What about Jiang Xingyue? Bring them all to see me. Mrs. Gu, the fire inside is too intense. They brought 3 bodies out of the room. 3 what? They are already unrecognizable. Nonsense. Gu Linchuan is the Gu family's young commander. How could he die in his own courtyard? Lu Yusu is carrying the Gu family's child. She cannot die. Jiang Xingyue, it must be her. Close the gates and block everyone outside. Just say it was a kitchen fire. No one is allowed to mention the young commander. No one is allowed to mention Jiang Xingyue and Lu Yusu. Are you deaf? Mrs. Gu, the military and political office has arrived. The police want to inspect the scene of the fire. People from the newspaper are outside too. The Gu mansion can't contain this. The Gu mansion cannot let people outside see a joke. You go and suppress it. You go quickly. From now on, the affairs of the Gu mansion will be handled by me. What do you mean? You must not appear anymore. The commander has ordered the madam to rest first. Chairman Yi only sent his condolences. He didn't say he was coming. Who cares if he comes? Who took these silver funds? The Gu family hasn't fallen enough for you to be stealing from us. Is that it? Madam, the fire started too quickly. The inner courtyard is a mess, many buildings have burned down. We don't understand the office's intentions either. Gu Mansion fire. Lives lost one after another. It's not suitable for us to stay in Nanpu. The Gu Mansion's management and virtues are exhausted. The remaining will be arranged with an exit plan. Please relocate the Gu family to the old Beijing residence in Anlin province. To avoid the storm temporarily. Clear the real estate. Settle the old accounts. You want to drive the Gu family to Beijing? There are only a few old rooms there, and a few acres of cold fields. You want the Gu family to go to such a place and freeze? Nanpu has no place left to shield the Gu family's shame. Wait. Don't take down that plaque. Take it down. Is there a conclusion about the Gu mansion? The fire has been extinguished. Gu Linchuan, Jiang Xingyue, and Lu Yusa did not make it out. Shen Huilan has been rescued. And the remnants of the Gu family have left for the old Beijing residence. The Gu mansion of Nanpu will no longer exist from now on. So, there really would be a day like this. Cui Ruyan. I ignored. Cui Ruyan. Since you have taken the position of Gu's young mistress, you should be sensible. The karma of others that brought them to this day was something they walked toward step by step. I know, you don't need to look back for them. Don't keep them. He has long ceased to be my destiny. Spread the word. No one is allowed to disturb the madam's peace. Understood. The baby is moving. Don't be afraid. I'm here. Beijing. The baby is about to come out. Drive to the hospital to get Dr. Qin, heat water in the back courtyard, clear out the delivery room, and wake up everyone who is reliable. Don't be afraid, Dr. Qin will be here soon. If, there is no if. Both you and the child will be safe. Commander Pei, Mrs. Cui sent someone with items. saying she had long since prepared the infant's clothes. They are all in the box. The fetal position is good, madam. Keep up your strength. Do not let the hot water run out. Send 2 more people if needed. Keep only the necessary people in the room. Yes. Commander Pei, during the delivery. She's afraid. I'm here. Follow the breathing, don't panic, push now. Push again, one last time. Mother and child are safe. Did you hear that? You are safe. What about the baby? It's all in the past now. From now on, there is only us. Well, just let it be.